So my plan today is to see how much I can do in Adelaide in a morning or maybe the day, depending how hungry I get, so probably morning. First we're going to start off with the National Art Gallery. Let's go! So this is the first room you enter when you go into the art gallery. It's really quiet in here, so I decided to do a voiceover because I didn't want to distract other people looking at the art by talking, but there's some really beautiful art in here for sure. So I've just found my favourite piece, so I'm just going to switch around. I've decided this one is my favourite. It's a bit difficult to see on camera, but it's an optical illusion. So it's meant to look like a letter rack, which would have been hung on a wall in a study, but then obviously it's a painting. That's my favourite one, I think. Anyway, time to move on to the next thing. So I've just left the art gallery. I will have done a voiceover in there because it was really quiet, I didn't want to speak too much. And now we are heading to the South Australian Museum. So it's literally right next door to the art gallery, so not difficult to get to at all. Okay, so I thought this lion was terrifying anyway, but then the tail moved. Now I've started filming though, the tail is not moving, but I promise it was moving. Okay, so it was moving before. Then now it's not going to, so maybe I've actually just gone crazy and it was scary. So I'm in the History Museum and I've just found my favourite part for sure. Let's have a look. So this is a boomerang, and then these are all different boomerangs from different places. How cool! It's the most Australian thing I've seen. So this is the South Australian Biodiversity Gallery. Not a fan of stuffed animals, prefer live ones. Let's keep going. So this was an explorer's hut. Inside though, it was quite echoey, so if you don't like loud noises, this might not be the best place for you. But it was really interesting to see everything that they took with them on their adventure, and it was quite interactive in this part of the museum too, which I always really enjoy as well. So there was a board that you could touch that gave you lots of different options of things that you would take on adventure, and here it is. So I went through trying to decide what would be the best thing out of everything to take. So I decided a typewriter because then you could write about all your adventures, and I love to document adventures. Obviously a sleeping bag because you've got to be comfy, and then if you keep watching you'll see a few other things that I decided that I didn't want or did want. However, this went on for quite a while, and you'll see in a moment that I get a little bit tired of it, so just start tapping things a little bit more randomly to get to the end. I was going to have the flag, but then decided, since it's not the flag from where I'm from, that I would leave that and try and get something a little bit more useful perhaps. And then at the end it shows you how well you did, so what sort of things you picked and whether you kind of picked a good variety of those things or not. And probably unsurprisingly to anyone that knows me, I picked things that create happiness rather than the more useful things when you are on an adventure. So I had all the cute things, all the things that would make you happy, but not so much of the resourceful, useful things. So maybe I wouldn't survive on an adventure like that, or at least not without Emily also helping me pack. Now we're going to one of my favourite parts of any museum. A pretty collection. So of all the minerals. So just been in the museum and of course have to end up at the gift shop. So this is the outside of the museum. Like this. It's huge. Okay, but I'm leaving there now because I've been in the shop. Once you've been in the shop, it's time to leave, really, isn't it? It was really good though and didn't buy anything. But now I'm going to see what else do I do. So I've just spotted this as I was walking past the State Library and it's really cool. If you've ever seen Lego Master Builders, you'll know what I mean. So they've built a ship, but they've like done it as if it was cut in half, so you can see what everybody's doing inside it. Which is just too cool, even the helicopters on top. And then they've got this can you find as well to help you out. Unfortunately, I could only take a video of that from the outside because it is Saturday and it says on the door just there that on Saturdays it's only open from 12 till 5. Obviously this is the morning, so it's not going to be on my list of things I got to do in Adelaide in the morning, but that's okay. I'll come back another time. So that's what an ambulance looks like in Australia. Now I'm basically just walking down North Terrace. So I'm just staying on kind of the same street because I'm only doing this for the morning. I'm just sticking to the same street, so I'm going to keep walking down now. If you're wondering why is she wearing a coat when she's in Australia, it's because I am a numpty. It looked like really bad weather outside. It looked like it was going to rain. I needed to find something with a hood. My denim jacket doesn't have a hood. So I was like, I'll just shove on this light jacket. It's too hot. It's not raining and I don't want to carry it, so here we are. So if you're thinking, oh, is it not that sunny, not that warm in Australia? No, it is. I'm wearing the wrong outfit. Now I'm walking down North Terrace and I don't know if you can see it because I am short, but over this wall is the governor's house. Reality. I'm holding it up as high as I possibly can. You probably can't even hear me because it's that far away from me. That is the governor's house. I had to pull my phone down because my arm was hurting. So that's the governor's house. I have had a picnic, something like that. I have had a picnic there before, which if you follow me on Instagram you might have seen. It's a really lovely place. Every first Friday of the month they open it up to the public so that you can have a picnic there, which is a really cute idea, and it was really lovely. And they had this like band playing and everything, so it was really a cool experience. So obviously it is a Saturday, not a Friday, so this is why it's closed, but this is a government house. And if you look here, you can see the lunch on the lawns. So if you keep wandering down North Terrace, you'll eventually get to, oh, the light's changing. They normally take ages, typical. So you'll eventually get to the Adelaide Oval, which is where they have concerts, where they have AFL games, so Australian football games. And I'm going to turn it around now so you can see it. So here it is. Pretty impressive, but it looks more impressive from further away. So if you see it from up high, it looks pretty cool. whereas when you're right near it, not so cool. Still cool, but not as cool. So this is the Adelaide Oval when you just walk round to the left, and I'm going to try and walk up a little bit so you can see what it looks like inside. The world's noisiest birds, but that's what it looks like inside. Now, I haven't had coffee or tea in like a few hours, which is basically forever, so I think I'm gonna have to try and find one of those next. So because I've been filming this morning, my battery has completely depleted. Well, not completely, that was a bit of an exaggeration. It is very depleted. So I've decided that rather than going to get coffee, I'm going to walk through the university, so I'll show you a bit of that when we get to something a bit more interesting. And then I'm going to head back to the apartment to have a cup of tea. So this is the River Torrens. You can just see there, the Adelaide Oval, where we've just come from. So just walking over this bridge to show you something that I think is pretty cool. So the bridge is just there, and then they have these love locks here. Which I just think is super cool, and then it's made even prettier by the fact it's got the river behind and all of these flowers. You can see it a bit more because there's less people now. And I love all the heart ones as well. Plus I've been there a couple of times and each time there's been more, so more people are adding to it, which just makes it even cooler. Oh, crossing again. If you're thinking I've heard this sound before, that's a sound that goes off every time you cross a crosswalk here in Australia, and it was used, like they just pinched it for Bad Guys song. So that's all I hear every time I walk across. So Billie Eilish's Bad Guys song. So this is the University of Adelaide sign, and let's keep going because my battery keeps telling me that it's running out. And this unit is really pretty. So lots of different kinds of buildings, but all really pretty. Oh, won't film over there, but someone's taking graduation pictures, which is really cute. So I've decided to add another one here too. Did used to be a cool make history sign here, but they've folded it up, not sure why. But this is the library. Just found a vending machine on campus and I'm going to put a positive candy card in it. So hopefully next time someone gets a drink they'll see it. There we go, let's keep going. So one thing that I really love about this university is you'll just walk around the corner and there'll be some cool artwork like this, which is pretty awesome. It's amazing. So the uni itself is nice anyway, but just adding these touches makes it even cooler. It also appears that the word of the day is cool or cooler. I will try and mix that one up a little bit. So I couldn't tell you about the artwork and then only show you one piece, could I? So if we just go along here, I'll show you some more. So this one's not on the wall, it's actually on the floor. But it has this 3D effect, so if I stand in the right place, just about here, looks like it's coming out of the floor. So there's 3 pieces here, I'll show you all of them. I think this one's my favourite. There we go. And one last one. So So pretty amazing. Right, it is officially the end of the morning. So I think I did a pretty good job of getting quite a bit done during this morning. I could have done more if I hadn't stayed so long, I suppose, in the gallery and museum, but then I was having such a nice time that obviously why move on when you are. So I really hope you enjoyed coming around Adelaide, Australia with me for the morning, but now I really need a cup of tea, so I'm gonna go back. Remember, if you did enjoy this, to like and subscribe because there'll be more content coming soon. Bye.